Join me as we take a tour through this Dell Poweredge 1800, and I know nothing about servers.
So some associates of mine brought around this Dell old server. It's a bit of a beast. Let's get it on the bench and see what we've got. As you can tell, it's a bit of a beast. It's a Dell Optiplex. No, that's wrong. A Dell Poweredge 1800. It's got a Xeon sticker. Xeon. I did have to drill the lock off. I did have the keys, but then I lost them. So, but beyond that, I have not got any further. Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely. Got some nice animal detritus here. Let's put the other light on to make it a bit clearer. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Dell if it didn't have insects in it. And we got some more aliens down there. Now I think it starts up. I was told it starts up if I can get the camera back. It's so big I can't even get it in the shot. So let's open her up. It's got a sticker on the top that says, no, it's not done. Just the one then. Sticker that says Voyager. I don't know whether that's the ship or some other reference, I'm not sure. Could be Enterprise hardware and Voyager maybe. That's the usual sticker. System board connectors. What have we got inside? So, well, we've got two coolers, so it's not terrible. I mean, it's dusty, but 3 hard drives in there. A floppy and a CD drive. Is it IDE? Yep, an IDE CD drive. So let's flip it over and see what we got. Taking care not to disturb the animals. Oh god, this is heavy. Oh, that's my finger. I am experimenting with a second camera, top-down camera. It's not as good as quality as the one I'm using, but we'll see how we get on. So we've got an expansion card there, which has got all the SATA leads on. Oh, what does that? ATI Radeon. Can't see the number on it. Processors, I assume, under there. Oh, just noticed the bit of dust. It's not the worst we've ever seen, especially from a Dell. The company, not the singer. Let's get you back down. Switch the overhead cam. She's doing something. No, the fan's unplugged as well. Unplugged fan. We have seen a lot worse. So what, we've got 2 sticks of RAM. Sit down. Hynx 1GB, PC2 3200R. And they're both the same. Looks like they're matched. Exactly the same part numbers. Stick them back where they belong. he says, optimistically. But obviously there's a lot more space. Hopefully we can get more than 2 gigabytes in this computer. Do we need to move these cables out of the way? I've never taken one of these off, so I'm not entirely sure how they do. No, like that. Is there one both sides? There it is. Good. Do we didn't just try and rip it off? Not terrible. Dry thermal bits. Take the other one off. I mean, looking around at the capacitors, they all seem okay. If you can see any that I can't spot. Again, not terrible. Get some magic water tap on there. It's not water, just isopropyl alcohol. Oh, okay, random piece of detritus. So let's swap back to the main camera. What have we got? Intel Xeon i05. Is that it? Is there no other information? 4935B527. And then we plug it in and see if we get any magic smoke. Should probably take this time to clean the heat sinks, isn't it? Right, so we are back after a quick blowout with the data back. These back in. And I can see what she does. I think this is one of the. I haven't got much experience with servers, but all the ones I've ever touched have been. That's going to irritate me. I've got to turn that around because that's going to irritate me. Have been rack mounted, and I assume you can rack mount this, but I think the gentleman I got it from said it was just sat under a desk. Right. So we have got 2 power supplies. I assume one's redundancy. Keyboard connectors, usual ports, only 2 USBs on the back, only 1 interface connection. But let's fire her up, I suppose, see what she can do. Got 1 power lead here, hopefully it'll boot off of 1. Now I have been able to move around out here to try and make a bit of better use with the space. We've got a green light on the power, so it's a good start. We've got on the front, we've got flashing green light. This one says poor, so I guess that's the one. See what happens. Testing memory, keyboard failure. There's no keyboard in there. So fans ramping up. I assume it'll go past the... there's quite a bit of air being moved there. Let's get a keyboard and see what she does. Right, we are back with keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, but I'm guessing it should work. Poweredge 1800 revision A06. F2 for setup. No, it's not doing F2, F10. No, so I'm guessing the keyboard I've plugged in, the wireless one, doesn't work. Let's see if it comes up with an error. Two 3 GHz processors at 800 MHz. The keyboard I've stuck in seems to be detecting, but it's not complaining about a lack of keyboard now, so must be doing something. Oh, there we go, there's the 3 hard drives. All appear to be the same hard drive. RAID 5, 149 gigabytes, 1 array. BIOS installed successfully. It's loading something. Windows Server 2003. I don't know why I sounded so excited about that. So it is noisy. I mean, I wouldn't want to sit next to it all day. It's not the worst I've ever heard. Server 2003, revision 2, I assume. Copyright 2005. Which kind of fits in, I suppose, with the age of this machine. I think it's 2005, 2006. Let's see if the keyboard will do anything. If not, we'll have to get a wide one. Yeah, right, let's get a wired keyboard and see what happens. It's strange that it went past the keyboard area then. Right, we have a Dell keyboard to go with the Dell server. I have to restart it to load the keyboard. Oh no, it's doing something. Voyager, this computer, administrator, passwords. No password. That's what we like to see. $12:59. That is the correct time? No, it's 20 minutes ahead. Shoving a mouse as well. Managing your server roles. Update failed. We're going to guess that maybe there might be updates to install then, aren't there? Just date and time. So the date and time is actually spot on. The date and month, sorry, in the year is spot on. It's just the time is 12:36. In the right time zone.
apply, okay. So it's interesting that it's still got the right time. I have never used Windows, any Windows servers. I've got Goldmine 7. Adobe Download Manager. Is that Ipswitch or IP Switch? WSFTP, I'm guessing that's IP Switch. Microsoft SQL Server 2005. Microsoft Visual Studio 2005. QuoteWorks 4. Sophos Endpoint Security. Semantic Backup Execution for Windows. Adobe Reader 7, so it's obviously still in use until the day they stopped using it. So we've got 129 gigabytes showing there. I guess it's I really don't know what any of this stuff should be doing or shouldn't be doing, to be honest. And it's still got programs on there. Apps, Goldmine, QuoteWorks. Let's fire up the Goldmine and see what happens. We're going to go with no password again. Oh, no, this should be a password. Right, so it's not password. So there we have it, the Dell Poweredge 1800 Dual Xenon server. What would you do with this system? I'd like to hear your ideas, note them down in the comments of what would you do with this system, as I frankly have absolutely no idea. If you're enjoying the content, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. We have a wide variety of videos for all discerning tastes, but I shall bid you adieu and leave you with the final shots of this beautifully old, probably useless server.